Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, yeah, might not be having a great stream, and I'm very pissed about it. Uh, but I hope you're good. Do not forget to like and subscribe as you're watching. Let's trade together again. Let's see how far can we go. I hope you had a good morning session. As you know, some of us come through the PM session and we close it off. Started the stream late today. Um, we started the stream very late today. As you can see, we created a new overlay. So, but that's not the reason why the stream started late today. Oh shucks, today there's CTA research. Yeah. Oh, did I have class? I might have to attend the class while I'm with you guys. You might have to watch me attend class. But will the class be productive for me? I think I'm gonna ask Mr. Kevin to be along. Need to check this call. Yeah, let's see, guys, what we can get. Am I too late? A similar trade like yesterday, it's forming and might have formed long time ago. So we gotta get it set done. Yesterday we got an SMT there on a 15. So basically setting up exactly how it's set up yesterday. We have an SMT here. We have swept the previous daily high. It creates an SMT there. Creates an SMT here. Ah, look what I'm doing. Created an SMT here above the previous daily high. Same thing as the side, which is similar to what happened yesterday. I think the trade are very similar to yesterday. If I will take the trade. Interesting. Yeah, I just formed exactly like yesterday. And it will be very difficult to get a trade now. Yep, just formed exactly like yesterday. What happened? There is news that came out. Sorry. I saw news. The Prime Minister channel, there is no ceasefire in Lebanon. You heard that, guys. So, Netanyahu just said there is no ceasefire in Shaka. There's no ceasefire in there's no ceasefire in Lebanon. So this could be very market moving, but the traders set up like yesterday. So if you're on a 1 minute time frame, perhaps you jumped on in early above the, but if 5 closes here, could set up something here. We are about to close 5, so I love that we're about to close 5 now, which it gives us this 2 minutes for a value gap when it closes lower. Yeah, it's setting up exactly like yesterday. But if the 2 minutes will form though, it might not form. Hmm. Working below there. The next 5 minutes has just opened. Let's see where this 5 closes. I'm not gonna go in until this 5 closes. Um, let's see. Oh, okay, good setups. It's giving me. I'm tempted to go in, to be honest. Short. Come on. Come on. How? And it might not take us in, by the way, but my limits aside. Look, it might reject way up, but I just wanted it to tap here. Because 2 minutes, there is 2 minutes. So that would be an addition of, so I'm risking 60 points. That quite would be a lot of points. Let me see. That would be 10 more points, but let me see. Let's see if it will go out up a bit before it comes back down. It might miss us like yesterday. Okay, I'm happy where my entry is. I'm happy with my potential entry here. Okay, while that being said, let me go to class, guys. I'll keep the stream going, but I'm gonna go to class. This might fail. I will have loved for it to go back higher, but it's fine. Let me attend class. So basically, I've been terrible at going in. I'm busy playing around. Decided to enter where I wanted to enter, but for some reason, I've been very slow trying to figure out my entry price. But look, I'm being stupid. Yeah, I was stupid. So if it does not go up, I'm not gonna enter. I'm in a trade, so let's see how it plays out. I did readjust either way. If here it would be too safe, but either way, I thought we might not tap into this. So let me readjust lower, move to a few points or ticks lower as well. So the risk is 55 ticks to make 125 ticks. I think that's an idea right now. So let's see how it played out. I'm still in class. You'll have to pardon me. I'm still short. So if it breaks below this low here, I might move to break even. Might move to break even. I think I'm gonna move my thing to just below there. There's no need for me to be risking more. Just there, yeah. And see if it'll. Let me just put it there and see where we're going. So I'm still short. Decrease my entry very very high. Just below, just above the high. I don't think the trade will hold, but let's hope the trade will hold. If it holds, then I'm gonna jump out. But yeah, I'll want for it to trade below this low, and then I'll move my stop loss to break even. The reason why it didn't move to break even, and I saw that it might come back for those highs. So, but let's see. But I don't think the trade will hold. From there to there, I've just risked this money. So happy with that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. ladies and gentlemen, you could have moved to break even, honestly. I just didn't want to move to break even as yet, so we just took uh how many points are that? We just took at 13 points or so loss. Could have moved to break even as it was rejecting here because it was giving a clear sign of rejection, but I thought, "Ugh, let me be safe and put it above here for in case it comes to break even and reject from there." So I'm happy with the trade. I think other than the fact that it didn't play out, I'm happy with it. Um, yeah, it seems like a very slow day. Tomorrow there's CPI, right? So it seems like a very slow day today, a very extremely slow day, and I'm not surprised about it. That's what happens when the day is extremely slow. So yeah, it's a very slow day, but I'm happy with the trade. Sometimes you don't get the full move that you I was hoping for. Uh, However, to be honest, the first trade, if maybe, oh no, no, it was not gonna work out. Okay, it's fine. Just wondering something, yeah. No, it was not gonna work out. Okay, I wouldn't have even taken a trade, yeah. So I'm happy with what I got, and I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. Um, let's see how it will unfold, but I don't think I'll take any trade today. Let's see on a long term thing. What do we have? Ah, come on. I'm angry at myself, and not just angry. I'm extremely angry at myself. I'll explain why. Nasdaq is already traded above the 200 MA. We held above the 200 MA, so I'm just watching to see if will S&P 500 come reject there to look for higher prices. That's a possibility as well, and I think I'm gonna look for that. And I did it say before that when you look at the micros, they really make sense. We have gotten a good labor data lately, which is good for. We've gotten good labor data, which is very good for stock, for indices. We've gotten a ceasefire. Could we start flipping? And there was news that I don't know if how true the news is, but that doesn't seem legit anyway. So, oh, there's one thing that has been struggling. Um, well, let's speak Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has been holding it does not even retested it, but dilly-dallying around the 200 MA. It's been playing around the 200 MA, failing to trade above or trade below. So I am just looking at it to say, where to Bitcoin? Is it gonna continue coming lower? But as risk ons restart again because oh come on, man. As I was saying, as risk on restart again, are we gonna get Bitcoin running to the upside as risk on restart? We don't know, but I'm really interested in indices, and I think I've went over. Oh, look at that! Ooh, what? Look at that! I didn't even see this. Oh, oh, this is a good price section. Russell, when you look at Russell, we've retested a weekly support break above the 200 MA, hold the 200 MA, and just move to the upside. And I'm saying this, I want to start looking for longs on indices, and this is purely because of I'm not even gonna look at the crowd sentiment today. I'm just gonna come into this. This will take me forever. Um, when we look at the economic parameters of the US, it's looking good for longs. And there's a ceasefire, as I said again. Let's go through the US. Here we go. Let's see something. Okay, let's go. NFP came out very well. The last NFP was good. That was bullish. April numbers. The only one that was bad was US initial jobless claims that came out. I think that's a weekly number that came out lower. Unemployment rate, obviously, on the 3rd of April, we see a decrease. That's very bullish for US indices as well. Um, PPI as well, but just to make it easy for all of us, let's do it this way. So the reason so far we're getting a plus 5 bullish reading, it's because of this. NFP, I love looking at NFP. NFP looks good. Unemployment rate came down, NFP data. So the labor market that we've been worried for about it for the longest time was bullish, right? So that promoted our buyer bullish reading and buyer bullish bias. How do I put this? Bullish bias are strong. That's why we get a plus 5. However, inflation is the one that is keeping us the score quite low. When you look at the inflation data, we have CPI that came out exactly the same, and tomorrow we have CPI. And I think it's very, very critical for me to state that if CPI comes out cool, for which I doubt, but if CPI comes out cool and we turn this bullish, then the next time other numbers comes through, and then we start seeing inflation data being bullish because there's a ceasefire perhaps for the next few weeks. We might not get good inflation numbers. For the next few weeks, we might not get very good inflation numbers, given that if there's a ceasefire, if it lasts for long, maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, the inflation numbers will start coming down lower as expectation, all prices comes down, and that might be continue to give more risk on because now people are risk of market is very volatile. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You can't be aggressive. You can't really jump on confidently. So, but however, neutral as much as I'm neutral, I'll be looking for longs. I don't know if that makes sense. As much as I'm neutral, I will be looking for longs. Um, if that presents itself, I'm gonna jump on long. If it presents itself though, if it doesn't, then I can't. But if it presents itself, I'm gonna jump long because of that. So that is why. And oh, I love the reaction on. Let's see Russell as well. So Russell is still a slightly bullish as well. Same thing as Same thing as Nasdaq. But, however, I'm looking at UK 100 and I'm looking at UK 100, which is bullish. It's a +6 in Nikkei, and I'm super mad at myself because the opportunity presented itself, doubted my technicals, and I'm not jumping in. And already I'm on a drawdown given the fact that all the trades when Trump tweeted that they have a ceasefire, I was really bullish on dollar and that went south. So that went south. That didn't look good. So, but yeah, it's interesting. But I'm interested. The last thing that I'm interested in talking about is the latest last week COT data. So last week COT data, we literally saw a lot of short position, long short contracts being closed. They open a lot of long contracts. Basically, the top four, we have Nasdaq, Dow Jones, Industrial, we have Russell. This last week were the mostly bought. These were the mostly bought indices or bought assets, which means that basically sentiments seem to say that maybe uh, the market is oversold, and then they started buying. That's where you see. Okay, we might cut here, but anyway, I hate how my streams are lately. I should say that they lag a lot because I don't know what's happening on my internet. It's not stable. You guys will pardon me. Where was I? I was saying, they seem like it's overbought. Then they started pumping it to go to the upside. I don't know if I make sense. They started pumping it to just say, let's buy indices, let's buy risk on stuff like your indices and see where it takes out. So, and with the ceasefire, we look good. With the ceasefire, we look good. With the ceasefire, we look good. So if we see this, I'm gonna go in. In fact, not even all the way down, but something like that. I'm gonna go in because this looks like support here. This looks like support. So a retest of that, I'll jump on in. I'll look for longs. But I'll be careful. I'm not gonna just jump on for the willy-nilly of jumping on. So I think, yeah, but let's look at the top setup and discuss the top setup and what I'm looking for on the top setup and just quickly look at the technicals. Then I'm gonna call it a day. On the day trading, I took a break. It's not a break even, but I took a tiny loss. Um, let's look at the technicals. Firstly, I have to look at AUD CAD. I'm super mad at myself because I was really looking to go long there, but unfortunately I didn't. And let's see what's gonna happen within this price actions here. But I'll look for a deeper retracement, maybe somewhere there. Let's see. Yeah, somewhere there. If it comes back all the way down, maybe to this support area, I might look too long. ADK, I'm super mad at myself. I don't know where was I when this happened. Yeah, that's why I'm super mad at myself. Didn't jump on in. Sometimes that's what annoys me the most about me. And then another one, GJ, it's bullish. Let's see technicals for GJ. So, so when I say it's bullish, so basically what I mean is I'm looking at these numbers. So anything above +1, it gives a bullish reading. You look at technicals. So the technicals, it look at the trend, overall trend, it look at seasonality. So we have sentiments, which looks at COT data, crowd sentiments, and then we have economic, which is a macros, inflation, and labor market. So it looks at that and score each and gives a macro scoring basically to say where are we going as macro. So um, that's basically it. That's basically it. And I think you understand. So GJ, perhaps if GJ will come all the way down to this low, I might look to long GJ, and that might be a very long trade for me. UK 100, I'm super mad at myself. So if GJ will retest this support here, and then I'm gonna look to go long. Oh, come on. Yeah. If JJ will retest this support, I'm looking to go long on it. If I go long, I'm gonna go to the upside. I'm really interested in that. And then technicals I gave you of Nikkei, which is bullish and UK 100. I'm angry at myself for how did I miss UK 100? You should be killing me. Oh, look at that. If it retests again, I'm gonna jump on. If it retests again, I'm gonna jump on, to be honest. Let's see. Because at the beginning, in the beginning, I was looking for a breakout above this resistant area there. So we saw that breakout candle. I wanted to enter on that high, but decided otherwise. And then we just saw the move happen. So now, with this current support, if I can get a move like that, and then maybe I will jump on in. Look at that, holding the 50 MA or so. And then the last one that I will look at Nikkei. As well, Nikkei did the same thing. I hate this, man. Broke above this resistant area. Just broke above it, and it continued. It has not retested fully the way I want. However, if it retests, I'm just gonna look at holding this low here. I am gonna look to go in here. Yeah, I am gonna look to go in there. I am gonna look to go in there. That's Nikkei. So GPP CHF, GPP. It's gone. Ooh, look at that retest. I didn't see this retest. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Gave a long bullish reading long time ago, but I just didn't like the technicals on a daily time frame. So I decided not to go in because look how ugly that looks like. So that is why. Uh, okay, AUDNZD. Okay, AUDNZD. Okay, okay, no, I am gonna have a limit here. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm gonna look too long here. Gonna look too long there. AUDNZD. Gonna look too long here. It gave that, pushed, and now it's coming back again in the same area. So I'm gonna look too long there. So yeah, that's it, guys, for me. Um, I have nothing much, man. Uh, how do I miss such, man? Have the full. This is terrible. Terrible price action. So I think we've discussed everything that I was looking for. Fun enough, KJPY is bearish. What's happening with it? Is it because maybe the year the oh, I'm tempted to try here. Yep, I might be tempted to try here. Try here. KJPY. Think it's overall. Technicals are bullish. Trend might have flipped bearish for now. Economic parameters, KJPY. Let me see. Forex assets go. I just want to see something. I'm looking for KJPY -5. Technicals are bearish. Uh, labor market is bearish. Inflation is bearish. Economic growth is bearish. Okay. Just gonna compare these two countries' economic thing. Oh, look at that. Canadian. Oh, look how terrible that is. Look at these numbers are very bearish. Whether you the only bullish thing in service PMI and retail sales. The rest, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Shucks, what am I doing? I'm confused. I'm drunk. Uh, so inflation basically is the one that is bullish for Canadian dollar, and we understand why because of the current. This is long time ago, but inflation looks sad, and it looks like it will still continue pushing up those numbers. Yeah, as the current market is looking like. Okay, yen. Oh, the yen is good. Look at that, 85% bullish for the yen. Maybe that is why we see Nikkei up. Okay, I'm gonna jump on short, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna jump on short. So yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I'll be jumping on a short on Nikkei, then on KJPY, and I think that will be it for me. Other than that, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. See you tomorrow in the last trading day. Truly appreciate all your love and support. Let's get to 500 subscribers. I know sometimes the stream is terrible. Bye.